What is the best budget wide-angle lens for your Sony mirrorless camera? In this video, I'm going to take you through the 3 best budget lenses that you can get in order to create awesome videos that get you the views that you deserve. Let's not waste another second and get right into it. Now I have 3 Sony lenses that I'm going to take you through today. It's the kit lens that you get with the Sony cameras that have cropped lenses. It's the 16 to 50mm lens. Then I'm going to take you through the Sony prime lens. This is a 16mm prime lens. And then I'm going to take you through Sigma's 30mm prime lens. And Sigma also has a 16mm very similar to this. And I'll explain more about why I love these prime lenses from Sigma. So let's start off with the kit lens that you get with your camera. Now this is an amazing little lens and it works really well. We used it for the first 6 months of filming YouTube videos until we could save up and start expanding our kit lens. But it is a really cool lens, and the great thing about it is how compact it is. I still use it when we're going on long hikes or when I have to carry the camera gear really far. It's just such a nice light and compact lens. It's not too heavy and weighing you down, so I really do like it. It has a mechanical zoom, so one of the negatives of having this mechanical zoom is every time it goes into power saving mode or turns off, you have to then re-zoom into the angle that you were shooting. And this makes it really complicated. We were just shooting this weekend for Moving Beyond Borders and 2020 Vision, and our director kept talking to the cast, and every time she was talking to the cast and explaining what we were going to do in the next scene, cameras would go into power saving mode and we would have to reframe the shot. And this just creates unnecessary complication. It just makes it a lot harder to manage. Next, we have the Sony 16mm prime. Now this is a pancake lens. It is super small. It is an f2.8, so you get that nice blurry background, which is really cool to get that effect if you want that in your videos and you want to separate yourself from the background and give that professional looking shot. Now, the one thing that I've battled with this wide angle, when you are not really close to the camera, it's really hard to hit the autofocus, and the autofocus does tend to jump and trying to guess what you want to focus on. So when I do use the 16mm and I can get away with it, I'll turn it on to manual focus, hit the focus, and then at least it is perfect for the rest of the shot. It is slightly softer than other lenses, which I wasn't really happy about, but it is a really cheap entry-level way to get into your prime lenses and be able to shoot really wide angles. If you're in a small space for your YouTube studio, like I was when I first started out, this 16mm is amazing. It allows you to shoot really close to your desk, so your camera can actually be super close to you and still get a lot in the frame and get your talking and your hand movements for the shot. This is really nice for recording yourself if you're doing screen recordings or how-to tutorials, so you can talk to the camera and record the screen. And it's really cool for live streaming if you're going to run the Sony camera into your computer to live stream off the Sony. Next, we have the Sigma 30mm prime. Now this is an amazing lens and it's super cheap for the quality that you are going to get out of it. So this is a 30mm f1.4. You get super awesome bokeh in the background and that beautiful blurry background that makes it look like you have a much more expensive lens on the camera, and it gives you great quality. Some of my favorite shots are with this 30mm. Sigma also has a 16mm, which I am going to get very soon, and use that for a lot of my YouTube videos because I like that wide angle shot. The hard part about having a 30mm prime like this is if you are in a small area or you need to shoot yourself standing up, it's really hard to get yourself in the frame on a crop sensor with the 30mm prime. So that's why I would recommend the 16mm is also really cool, and it's as easy and cheap to get as the 30mm prime. Now you can see in the size difference of the lenses how these guys compare. there's the 16 and the 30mm, so you can see the comparison. Now, which lens should you get for your YouTube videos? That is completely up to you and what kind of videos you are creating. If you're creating how-to videos and tutorials where you're just talking to the camera at your desk, I would recommend this 30mm prime. I love this lens. This is probably my favorite lens that I have at the moment for my YouTube videos. If you are on a super tight budget, but you also want that blurry background with low aperture, I would go for the 16mm 2.8 lens. It's the easiest way for you to get into the prime lenses and get started. It's really nice, small and light, so you can travel with it if you're moving a lot. And it's a great way to get started in getting that blurry background. If you don't have a lot of money and you're buying a new camera, buy the kit lens. It'll save you a lot of money and it'll get you started. This lens still puts out decent quality and most people won't be able to tell the difference if you are using a kit lens like this. Remember, you don't always need to spend lots of money to create good videos. Just start filming with what you have and create videos. Your community will respond and you will get the views that you deserve on your YouTube videos. If you have any questions or queries about these lenses, please let me know in the comment section down below and I'll be happy to help you out. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel because we create new videos just like this one, helping you start and grow on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching and we'll see you in the next video.